because that's what I do. I study politicians. I've been doing that forever. That's what I do. I just study politicians. So if you ask me about J.H. Mensah, I can tell you. If you ask me about Olusegun Obasanjo, I can tell you. If you ask me about Colonel Gaddafi, I can tell you about his philosophy. Maybe one day I'll put a book together on the philosophy of some African politicians I've studied. I've studied Johnson Aseidu Nketiah. This is the thing you need to know about him. Johnson Aseidu Nketiah always wants to be the line item. He always wants to be the lead item. Anywhere and in any circumstance, he doesn't present himself as the lead item. How he does it is that he will raise a situation, he will say something, he will generate a narrative that then becomes the story. So with every big event, Aseidu Nketiah's psychology is that attending the event, even when he wasn't party chairman, in fact when he was party general secretary and Chairman Wayose was chairman, Aseidu Nketiah was more prominent, not because he's taller, bigger or anything, but he has a way of stealing the show using words, narratives, jokes, all of that. He has a way of stealing the show. When Professor Mills was president, every time there's an event, Aseidu Nketiah steals the show. That's how Rollins gave him the name General Mosquito, because he steals the show. That's his psychology. It's not good, it's not bad, it's not wrong, it's just his psychology. And he's not the only politician who is like that. So I studied him. So going into the Jenan Opoku-Agyeman event, I was really focusing on what will Johnson Aseidu Nketiah do at this event. What Aseidu Nketiah goes to the event to do is to do something that will make him the headline, not Jenana the headline, not John Mahama, not Lordina Mahama. It has to be Johnson Aseidu Nketiah. That is his psychology. When he was invited to speak, he spoke for a very short time. Fifi Kwete had been talking for almost an hour. When the event was still on, if you like, check. Whilst the event was about to close, still on, all the headlines, Joy FM, I'll send to people, I say, look. Peace FM Online, Ghanaweb, they were all headlining Aseidu Nketiah's statement. And he made those statements deliberately so that he will be the headline, not Jenan Opoku-Agyeman being the headline. I don't know whether NDC folks noticed it, but I certainly noticed it because I've been doing that for quite a while. Before I tell you how he did it, let's play a montage for him. He likes that. Johnson Aseidu Nketiah's. This is Jenan Opoku-Agyeman's outdooring. This is a candidate who has been running mates in 2020, was not successful, has been renominated by the leader of the party, who was also not successful, but has been voted for again as the NDC candidate. So this is a very important event. Meanwhile, President Mahama's campaign team has not yet been announced. So this is the major event since the announcement of the flag bearer. Since the John Mahama was outdoored by the NDC as his flag bearer, this is the next most important event that they've had. Of course, since the announcement of Jenan Opoku-Agyeman, she has had a few engagements, one of which Kwesi Ahoy badly slipped on this somebody's going to die thing, which was, it's been managed better, I think. It's okay, it's bad, we understand that it's a slip. We'll still talk about it, but we know that it's a slip. Now, so after that, the next major event is this one. Aseidu Nketiah knows that this event is for Professor Jenan Opoku-Agyeman. It's not for anybody. So even if you look at President Mahama's body language, he tried not to say so much. He tried not to do so much. Madam Lordina just came and sat down and exchanged pleasantries with people. Joshua Alabi, all the major NDC people were there. Big, huge NDC people. They were all in the room. The Hoys were there. Tutubi Kwache, Kwame Peprad. Big NDC people. So this is a stage set for Jenana to show what she's made up of. So she was going to have a full speech. So usually the most important person is the last person to speak. Even though President Mahama was there, President Mahama was the last but one person to speak. It was President Mahama's responsibility to introduce Jenan Opoku-Agyeman. Fantastic arrangement in terms of the event. But Aseidu Nketiah had another mind. He wasn't now quietly looking at them and laughing at them. He was going to teach them some Koko Ase lessons. He was going to teach them some Koko Ase lessons. When he mounted the podium and he spoke, if you look at the body language of the audience, no one was expecting him to say that. Absolutely no one was expecting Aseidu Nketiah to go along the path that he went. Oh, we haven't won the election. And you people are sharing posts. And then there's some kind of people, and we know who he was talking about. Who say they are godfather. We all know who he was talking about, And that was quite worrying for me personally, because I know who he's talking about. And the person is kind of innocent and just trying hard to make sure that his brother wins presidency. That's what he's doing. But Aseidu Nketiah said, we know the people who say they are godfather and they will be doing. I sent a text to the guy. I said, Charlie, Aseidu Nketiah is talking about you. Have you heard? He didn't reply. So, but that's Aseidu Nketiah for you. Watch the video and let me come back and explain further. This is what he said at the Jenan Opoku-Agyeman event.
Because we are already convinced that we are there, a lot of people have begun taking positions and fighting over who will be what in the next government. Indeed, some people are not only fighting about the positions they will occupy, they are telling all others that they will be the kingmakers and they will be making their appointment. If we are not careful, this will dampen the enthusiasm and the spirit of our followers. So I want to assure everybody that we are not there yet. Don't be fighting about positions, and don't be struggling about who will make appointments. Let us all go for the hunting first, and when we kill the game, we now argue about how to share the meat. Finally, a lot of us assume
when we finally have a game, the meat is to be shared. I don't know. We are looking for election to win and gain political power. If that is meat, no problem. That can be shared as meat. Take your neck, take the bottom, take the leg. Those of us who like pig feet, if the meat is pig, you cut the feet for us, we take it away. This one, take it away. I don't know whether the governance system is some meat that they are going to be cutting and sharing. But anyway, that's what he said. Now, is this an occasion for Aseidu Nketiah to give this warning? This is Ghanaweb occasion. She's coming to show hope. She's coming to show possibility. She's coming to show readiness for the governance. She's coming to show readiness as running mate, readiness as president. The NDC is showing their dual tickets of John Dramani Mahama and Ghanaweb and suggesting to Ghanaians that this is the ticket you must have confidence in. It's a positive atmosphere. Every speech from the podium must evince that positiveness. Aseidu Nketiah, he had a mind of his own. He was sitting down quietly watching them. He was looking at them. He said, these people, I will teach them a lesson. Me, I know. That's a psychology. Because otherwise, viewers, can anyone explain to me? This is just, so it's like Dr. Bawumia was launched the other day, 2008, after he was named running mate to the surprise of many by Nana Akufo-Addo. Bawumia comes on the occasion and gives a fantastic speech. And then the chairman of the party in those days, Peter McMahon, comes and says, hey, the thing we haven't won it yet. To those of you, no, this is not the occasion to say that. But Aseidu Nketiah wanted to steal the show for himself. If Aseidu Nketiah didn't say that, he would not have been part of the headline. He knows that if he didn't say that, he wouldn't have been part of the headline. He wanted to put himself. Fifi Kwete spoke for over an hour. Was he part of the headline? He outlined all sorts of things, talk plenty, talk about how Bawumia is desecrating the office of nobody mind him. Aseidu Nketiah, he's a very smart man though. He knew that this is the story that the media will pick. So he goes to stand there. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence that NDC people are sharing posts? Where is the evidence? The NDC are sharing posts. And somebody said they will be Godfather. Where is the evidence? But that's the kind of character you have in the NDC chairman. My friend Johnson Aseidu Nketiah. That is it. This is what he wanted. This is what I wanted to say last week. I didn't have time to say it. But I wanted to point it out so that the people who are watching, the analysts, Imani, Franklin Kujo, those of you who are watching, agree or disagree with me. This is the psychology of the NDC chairman. He comes to the event to make himself the priority, nothing more, nothing less, and he does it very cleverly. He doesn't do it by showboating. No. He does it by generating a narrative. Sometimes the narrative is a joke, but that's what he knows will fly. Jenana is being outdoored. Leave her to be outdoored. Leave her to show off what she can do. Leave her to be the main headline of the thing. Then you come and put yourself inside with this awkward statement about people are fighting for post. I don't have anything more to. I just have to congratulate him for being such a clever man. Johnson Aseidu Nketiah, he's an amazingly clever man. He understands politics. He knows what to do, and he's doing it all the time. All right, that's him. Say congratulations, Johnson Aseidu Nketiah. Give me the final montage of this one. That was their day, and then we can leave it here and get on to the next topic. This is Good Evening Ghana. It's still live. Let me take my seat.
John Atta Mills at the age of 6.